Unrested. We bringing all the answers you requested. You guessed it, it's unrested. Teaching street Japanese, that's Unrested.
Hey guys, back again with another FAQ on the road. Okay, today we're going to talk about crowded Japan. How crowded is Japan? Some people have asked me, Scott, is it always crowded? Well, for the city, you know, for the deep city of like Tokyo or Osaka, yeah, it's pretty much always crowded. I mean, you're going to reach some points pretty much after the trains stop running at 11 or 12 o'clock, you know, things start to finally clear out. But pretty much almost through your whole day, you're going to deal with a crowded country. You're talking about a country with 127 million people crammed into the space of about Germany, okay? So that is highly populated, highly dense, okay? So pretty much you're going to run into it, you know, especially when you go shopping. That's one place where I really notice I run into a huge crowd. We're actually about to go to Costco right now to buy some American food, and we constantly deal with extremely crowded areas there. I mean, we're talking cart-to-cart traffic, if there is such a thing. And pretty much anywhere else we go, if we hit Shinsaibashi, if we hit Amemuri, if we hit Dotonbori, for any kind of shopping at all, you're going to deal with crowds. And I mean crowds to the point where you're shoulder to shoulder, you know, unable to move fast because people in front of you walk slow type thing, okay? You're also going to deal with loads of bikes, and just even trying to walk down the sidewalk, sometimes you have to be careful not to get hit by a bike or, you know, trampled by another passerby. In Tokyo, I believe bikes have to ride on the road, but here in Osaka, bikes actually ride on the sidewalk, which can be pretty annoying because you're constantly listening to people ringing their bells telling you to get out of the way, or, you know, just trying to dodge a bike yourself and not get hit by it. So yes, Japan is very crowded when it comes to the downtown area or deep city. For rural areas, yeah, it finally starts to space out and you don't deal with it quite as much. But I mean, even the road in the city is non-stop bottleneck traffic, so expect a crowded area. One response I got when I showed the video of the drunk lady on the street was a lot of people asked why Japanese people did not become involved in the situation that was unfolding. And, you know, there was a pretty dramatic situation, and I've seen other ones too before, like maybe couples having a fight in the middle of the street, or, you know, even someone, you know, hitting a child, stuff like that. I mean, you know, you're going to see it in other countries too. It's not just Japan. I'm not singling out Japan. But a lot of people have asked me before, why didn't people become involved in that? Or, you know, how do people socially react in Japan to such kind of situations? And for the most part, I'm going to say Japanese people have a hands-off, you know, a laissez-faire type personality when it comes to public drama, okay? For the most part, they have, it's a not my business attitude when it comes to anything unfolding in the street. I've even heard stories of, you know, girlfriends or wives being abused in the middle of the street and no one coming to the rescue, and finally a gaijin having to do it. Which is not always the best idea either, because you yourself can get in trouble with the police, okay? You know, I know it's a bad situation. I know someone should step in there, but unfortunately sometimes gaijin can be then put into trouble from getting themselves involved in such a situation. So it's kind of a difficult thing here in Japan. For the most part, people believe they shouldn't get involved in other people's business, even if it's a domestic dispute. Like they might hear screaming or yelling next door, and they don't want to get involved. They don't even want to call the police sometimes. And unfortunately, there has been situations where people have ended up dead or murdered because someone never called the police, even after hearing an extremely loud, you know, public disturbance. So yeah, I'd say for the most part, it's a hands-off situation. Japanese try to stay out of other people's business, which at times can be a very good thing, but unfortunately at other times can lead to some very bad things, okay? Alright, for my final part of this FAQ today, I just want to talk about being thankful for all the new subscribers I have. Guys, I've gotten way over 1,000 at this point, and I owe that all to my viewers. I owe a lot of that to Betamax and Gimme a Flake Man, who pretty much welcomed me into the whole J-Vlogger community and got me a lot more subs and a lot more people viewing my videos. So a huge thanks goes out to them. But recently, since I've been getting a ton of subs, I've been starting to get some new emails, and the newest thing I'm starting to get quite a bit of is people just sending me an email that says, "Hey Scott, send me the information on how to become a teacher in Japan." Send you the information on how to become a teacher in Japan? So there's some website that is out there that just gives us all the information, or maybe I've written a manual at some point? Yeah. There's no exact way or certain manual written to just come over here and become a teacher. You know, it's done by doing your own research, like I've talked about many times before, or, you know, going around watching videos, checking out other people's experience, checking out companies you might want to work for, possibly flying over and interviewing, or applying to companies that still hire over in Western countries. But for the most part, please don't send me an email that says, "Scott, just send me the information on how to become a teacher in Japan." I've been getting that email quite a bit recently. I had one that just said, "Hey Scott, I heard you're in ALT, send me the information on how to do that." The information on how to do that? Yeah, there's no such thing out there. You know, it's going to be done by tons of research. Check it all out yourself. If it's something you're really interested in, you'll do all the research yourself, and you'll check out, you know, loads of videos on it. You'll check out all the different websites of people's experience and blogs on it, and you'll come to your own conclusion as to how you should go about it. But once again, thank you. Huge thanks for everybody who's subbed, and for all the views and all the ratings and all the comments, good or bad emails and comments. I appreciate them all, and I'll see you guys next time on the FAQ.